Welcome to Dubai Airshow 2021. There's so many cool airplanes on stand at display. Let's go to visit some of them. Perhaps one of the biggest debut at a show this time is the 777X. Wow, this is huge inside.
So we've got 12 water tanks in the back of the plane. There's another 12 in the forward part of the cabin. They're used for balancing the aircraft during test conditions.
I guess this is a perspective I can show you just how wide the 777X with no interior apart from testing station. Just really intricate to see the winglets from the window outside. The wing is huge.
We brought over a lot of the architecture from the 787 to the 777-9 or 777X flight deck. As you can see, we have the large displays. We have the 5 large displays. They can be used to present other information, so it's very flexible, or we can use each half of these large displays. So this is very much like the 787. Another feature that's like the 787 is the heads-up displays.
The folding wingtip, where do you deploy the folding wingtip? Only on the runway, or can you deploy also in the air or not?
No, so the switch itself is right here. It's in the fold position here, and you can see that it says folded. When the airplane approaches the runway and we have designated spots for where the wingtips can be extended, then the crew would pull this knob and rotate it into the extend position. At that point, when the wingtips are extended, it'll show green and it'll say extended.
When you think the airplane can be delivered to an airline?
Right now the plan is we're going to deliver by the end of 2023 and we're on schedule to hit that. So we've got 4 flight test aircraft. All of them have flown, all of them are in testing. And so we're moving along really well on the developmental phase of the testing, which is Boeing going through everything we can on the aircraft and ensuring it's as complete and ready as we can. Then we proceed into certification, and that finishes before EIS at the end of 2023.
Welcome to my stand at indoor exhibition. Check it out. Lots of aviation furnitures. Come on in. Our reception stand here is made from a Rolls-Royce engine cowling, all polished up. And guess which aircraft it came from? Of course, it's my favorite, the Boeing 747. So here we welcome all the aviation enthusiasts and our colleagues to visit our stand, have a chat, and we also have great giveaways for you. A new airline from Africa. When I came in, I saw the 1-2-1 stagger seats, but actually the first row seems the best because I can just easily walk in and sit here. There's ample amount of space. So although the seat configuration is standardized, but I see some customization is there, and there's actually a lot more space for a big guy. I think in Africa there's lots of muscle guys, big guys, right?
I will give you a name from back home. I'll call you Manzi.
Manzi.
Manzi means strength.
Oh, let me grow some more weights.
It's a 3-class cabin. We also have, apart from the business class, we have the premium economy, 28. Then we have the economy as well.
Manzi from Uganda. I'm a very big guy, but I need to try out economy class because if economy class is no good, big guy's not going to be happy.
Absolutely. So this is the economy class. You notice it's all brown. And this is about 2 things. The warmth of the people. We smile a lot. And then it's about the warmth of Uganda, but also tells you about our history. Many years ago, we never had clothes. So people would go remove the back cloth, the back of a tree, and take it through a process and bring out something called the back cloth.
There are so many airlines already in East Africa region. We know all of them. How are you going to compete? Because you're the new kid on the block.
One, we are known for hospitality. You might ask me, Jenna, why do you think you're going to make it? We are known for friendliness. When you look at our cabin, the colors that we used depict who we are as a people. And the main thing that you do as an airline is your product and your people.
I'm visiting the Lufthansa Technik stand at the Dubai Airshow. What a beautiful cutout model. What's interesting is there's a giant screen. It's actually like a little TV screen at home inside the model. That's the next level. Hey Zia, how are you?
Very good, Sam.
I
Welcome.
didn't know you guys make models at Lufthansa Technik.
Yeah, thanks for coming over to our stand here at the Dubai Airshow. So what we've got here is our new concept, which is the welcome home concept, which has really come out of the COVID situation where you're actually got your home in the sky.
That's a perfect solution for me and all the Afghan. We would love to have a home inside an airplane, but just can't afford it.
And from there, we actually developed another concept, which is really exciting. And I want to show you here with our colleague Thomas, who can show you the new Explorer design.
Welcome, Sam. We have here our new Explorer concept, yeah? And it was developed during the Corona time because we have figured out that everybody after that long time would like to travel and explore the world in a very short time frame. So this project was created to travel around the world within 14 days. With 14 days to get the full experience from all over the world.
We're dreaming big here, but realistically, do you really think this will happen in aviation?
Sam, I can tell you, it's not just a dream, it's really realized. This aircraft is equipped with 13 projectors and it's in cooperation with Deal, where it's really we can build up the next VVIP aircraft can be equipped with these projectors. So it's very realistic to integrate this in an aircraft. Yeah. So it's not just dreaming about it, we can really do it.
And Zia, there's a shark hanging in your stand here. It says, I don't bite here. What's going on here?
Yeah, I mean, Sam, this really came from nature. It's an advanced technology which we got from the shark skin surface, which reduces drag over the surface of the aircraft, and that's the film. And if you touch it, you can't even feel it, but it really reduces the drag and increases the fuel efficiency.
Smooth. Yeah. Shark skin, smooth. Hi, hello.
Welcome on board.
I remember this dress, the famous Ethiopian dress. Every flight attendant have one of these on board.
Definitely, yes. This is our business class.
Cloud 9.
Cloud 9.
Very
yes.
colorful. You got the red seats, green. I actually flown on the 350 from South Africa, from Johannesburg to Addis. But it was another interior. We have 2, 2, and 2. This is the newer interior. Now you have 1, 2, and 1, right?
Yes.
See, things keep changing and improving.
This is our traditional Ethiopian coffee. And I'm gonna give it to Sam. Would you like to try some Ethiopian coffee?
Yeah? So the coffee is famous?
Yes.
Ethiopian coffee?
Yes, Ethiopian coffee.
Very strong, I think.
Sam, follow me. This is our economy class.
Wow, this is a big economy class.
Yeah.
You can see the rest of all the A350.
Yeah.
Green color, right? So I'll do my test. I want to see your legroom in the middle. I come to sit in the middle here. Little bit tight for me, I think. In Africa, lots of people hasn't got money to train. They love aviation, but the problem is they haven't got the money to train. Is there any tip for them? How can they become a pilot with limited resources?
Yeah, that's one of the challenges in Africa, but there are probably some aviation schools across the continent where you can get training for a small amount of money. and you don't have to jump to the CPL license right away. You can do little by little. For example, you can have your PPL license and work a little bit and grow into the CPL and look for job across the continent. The aviation industry in Africa is now growing, and there are opportunities for starters to get small jobs that may help them join big airlines at the end.
There's photo opportunity at the air show. Look at who is here. Hazza and Sultan, the first two astronauts from the UAE, went to space. Hazza, I actually heard you started before going to space. You're actually a pilot.
Yes.
You're in aviation first.
Actually, yes. I was here 4 years ago doing air show, demo pilot in F16 Block 60. And it was my dream going to space actually. This is what led me to aviation. Now, after 4 years, I am here talking about my experience going to space, about looking at Earth from 400 kilometers. I remember I was here pulling 9Gs, and now I am here talking about experience of 0G.
There are no limitations, and we always say that even if you're a teacher, if you're a physician, a doctor, engineer, you can go to space if you have the passion, the dream to do so.
Well, I have never been to a Boeing ecoDemonstrator. I knew they had the program for many years. And it's really interesting this time, Alaska Airlines 737 MAX flew all the way to Dubai. Let's check it out inside.
For the 2021 ecoDemonstrator, we have a few key focus areas. Reducing community noise, using recycled materials, making airline operations more efficient. So these two sensors here are measuring greenhouse gases, which include water vapor, methane, carbon dioxide, and carbon monoxide. And those gases are routed to this fancy equipment here provided by NOAA to measure the concentrations of those gases in the atmosphere.
So this is what our flight test engineers would look at. So we have cameras in the flight deck so they can see what the pilots are doing. We can also monitor their displays, so we're seeing exactly what the pilots are seeing throughout the flight.
Actually, there's some airline seats at the back on the ecoD, but I found out one window has something going on there.
Sam, this is our low-profile anti-collision light. Really, what this light does is reduce drag on the airplane by a smidge, and it also increases the reliability of the light for our airline customers. This panel is a recycled carbon fiber sidewall. This is a production sidewall. It's 20% lighter than the current production standard.
It's interesting, if Chet didn't tell me, I would not feel the difference between the two. This is where technology and in aviation is heading to, is the refinement, continuous refinement to deliver 5%, 10%, 15%, 20% reduction. We can't go all the way from 0 to 100, but we have to slowly get up there.
Here in the flight deck, some of our technologies that we're using are a touchscreen CDU. This allows us to enter our flight plans.
Oh, you touchscreen now. It used to be a FMS, you had to manually type with the keys.
Exactly.
Wow.
So it's a much smaller device, so it weighs less. In addition, we've added some other functionalities for weather radar and transponder that allows us to remove some of our panels here from the aisle stand.
I see. So all the panels no needed now, because you incorporated on the touchscreen here.
Exactly.
Okay.
So the weight savings helps the airlines burn less fuel as they operate.
At the Etihad Engineering stand, the world's biggest twin-engine airplane, 777-300ER, is going to getting a new variant, the cargo version.
We started with the conversion, the first conversion, 777, all over the world will be here. So we're looking forward to success together with our friends here.
What we're seeing this time at Dubai Airshow is CEO from many countries come and join force, collaborate, and to work out the 777-300ER conversion. We look forward to see the 777-300ER.
Yes.
A bunch of airplanes come from Russia. They're not old airplanes, they're actually new airplanes. I'm really interested and want to explore each of them.
Look at it, isn't it beautiful? Look at the gold line. It feels like time's gone back. It's on a new airplane, 787. Let's go inside the Gulf Air Retro, take a look.
This is good tradition. Look at your, is this what you normally wear now on welcoming guests at the door?
This is a Bahraini tradition.
Bahraini tradition.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Yalla, I'm gonna take off now. Let's go sit in business class, take off. I actually flew the Gulf Air Dreamliner when it was new, and this is an interior I found that a lot of people like because all aisle access, and also it's straight facing. It's not these angles. Let me try out the window seats here, because this is actually really nice. You got your private passage here, and I like it because it's straightforward. It's not one of these angle looking backward. You know, you got 3 windows. That's good business class, right? It's been a while, Mohammed. I want to know how Gulf Air's doing through the pandemic.
So during the pandemic, we never stopped flying. We continued to operate. We never shut down Bahrain International Airport. We continuously flew throughout 2020, even the hardest of times, continuing to connect our passengers from the east to the west. And today we're operating at over 80% of our original network, boosting a lot of our frequencies. Just recently we also introduced a lot more frequencies to some popular destinations.
Rose water. What do you do with the face?
Yes.
Smells good. Oh yeah, keep it as well. Thank you. All right, it's been a great visit. So this is my first time participate in the airshow indoor exhibition area, and what could be better to have 2 beautiful ladies from my flight school from the US fly all the way to Dubai to support me. So Jennifer and Leslie here.
Hi, my name is Jennifer DeZal. I am a pilot and I just passed my instrument check ride. I'm working on my commercial license right now. We're here in Dubai just to, check out new planes, new technologies, meet some people, make some connection. I used to live in Dubai, so I'm hoping to be back in Dubai, someday working as a pilot.
Hi, my name is Leslie and I'm a flight instructor. I'm really privileged to have this opportunity to fly all the way out here to Dubai to work with Sam and network with all these great pilots around here and moving my way up in the airline industry.
Omar visiting my stand. He's actually from Rolls-Royce. And Omar, you remember this engine here?
Well, not that serial number, but I certainly remember the engine.
You have worked on this engine before?
Yeah, 20 years ago in Derby. I definitely worked on an RB211-524, the D-Class, without a doubt.
Right. Before the show, I did 2 giveaways. So Alberto actually won the entry ticket to come to Dubai Airshow.
It was great. Thank you so much. This is really amazing. It's an amazing opportunity, and I was so grateful for you to raffle tickets, and it's really an amazing experience.
Even the stairs are green. Can't wait to check out a green liner. Let's go. Thank you. On the green liner, even the bottled water, plant bottle, green color. With me, Tony Douglas, CEO, Etihad Airways Group. Tony, the whole green liner concept, sustainable, people thinking this is a marketing idea. What do you say?
Well, it certainly isn't a marketing idea, because I think Etihad is broadly acknowledged as being a thought leader in commercial aviation sustainability. COP28 has been announced for the UAE in 2 years' time, and we've been making a number of statements over the last 2 years with the Green Liner, bringing together all ideas big and small. The whole purpose of the Green Liner is a go-to persona, so anybody out there with a smart idea in aviation that contributes to reducing emissions, this is the place to bring it. But also, the stablemate now is the Sustainable 50. The Sustainable 50 is an Airbus A350-1000, and we're going to be using that aircraft alongside the Green Liner, really to get everybody's excitement of the go-to place to help us progressively reduce emissions.
When are you putting the A350 into the service?
We're planning to bring it into the network Q2 of next year.
Seven flying. But look at this little cute plane here, the LEP 410, new generation. I never flown the LEP 410. I knew this is a STOW airplane. This airplane came from Czech, right?
Exactly, from Czech Republic.
How many hours it flew to Dubai?
It took about 16 hours altogether, takes 2 days.
Oh wow, that's an adventure, 16 hours flight. You know, I found this airplane very interesting. It has a very big door. You're boarding from the rear, it's not the front door boarding. This is also for paratroopers, for you can have cargo going in and out, right? Very interesting design. I actually know the LEP 410 before from trips to Nepal, to Lukla, which is the world's most dangerous airport, and many accidents there. I believe you have flown in there. What is it like as a pilot flying to there?
It was a big challenge over there, so we made it and we demonstrated the short takeoff landing.
How many meters you need for takeoff and landing for this airplane?
Generally we need about 800 meters for takeoff and 600 meters for landing, but Lukla is shorter. It's about 500 meters runway long only, but...
So you can do it with full payload?
Yes.
We got inside the LEP 410. How many seats you have in total?
You can see this is passenger version. Capacity is 19 seats.
Greg came from America. In fact, American Airlines captain for over 30 years. How's this Dubai Air Show for you? Like,
well, so Sam, this has been the busiest Dubai Air Show for CPAC Global, and we've been to many of these in the past, and we're feeling wonderful about how many people we've met, how much traffic there was. I would say this is probably the busiest Dubai Air Show that we've seen in many years.
You know, you see the biggest 380, and now you see the cutest jets, right? The Embraer Phenom and the Cirrus here from the EFTA, from the Emirates Flight Training Academy. I have to fly with you guys one day. I have to come and fly with you because they fly out of this airport here because I can fly the single engine Cirrus. I have the chance to meet His Excellency Saif Al-Suwaidi from the General Civil Aviation Authority of UAE.
When was the first air show that you attended here in UAE?
My first Dubai Air Show was 2009.
Oh,
what about yours?
No. Mine was something like, it was the first, so I think it was 87 or 86. And it was very limited, very small. Boutique air show, let's say. But, you know, comparing that to this one.
So we're going bigger and bigger every time.
Every time. So I think from the figures that we have, you can see that it is one of the most successful air show that we had here in UAE. The number of visitors would exceed the 85,000 officials and professionals, and this is big number really, especially it is coming during the coronavirus days. Now, it is our responsibility as the authority of the civil aviation in UAE to support such national initiatives. Our role, of course, is to facilitate the official delegation visit, also authorizing the activities, the air show activities. This air show proved to the public, not only the industrial public, that it is now the time to come back and enjoy traveling.
We are at the end of 5 days of Dubai Air Show. There's a lot of fun watching the airplane to go by and also learn a lot in the indoor exhibition. But if you ask me what's the best part of the show, I would say is people face-to-face meeting again, that humanity. A record 100,000 people turn out to the show to support the aviation industry's recovery. We definitely see that light at the end of the tunnel. Thanks for watching.